Ladies and gentlemen, members of this wonderful YouTube golf community, there has been so much happen in the last 24 hours, last week, last everything that I need to cover for you guys. We have 12 different stories today and something that I'm going to talk to you guys about that I really don't even know if I should be saying. So yeah, stay tuned for that and I want to hear your thoughts on it. Right before we jump into it, there's so many things we're going to get right into it. This polo right here, Sunday Swagger, absolutely lovely looking polo. It's going to go to a random subscriber next week. So all you have to do to win it, be subscribed to this channel. I'm going to pick a random subscriber and announce it next week. Okay, into the news. Now, good. This is just kind of a throw-in one there. They are obviously hosting Bob Does Sports for their good week. They posted a photo on their Twitter last night, which looks to be proving some sort of random club challenge, some sort of thrift store club challenge will be going down with Bob Does Sports. What looks to be maybe in the 2v2v2 format. So this is just, we were speculating on what type of content be coming. This looks like it might be something coming on Good's channel and something they've done in the past using these old fettered clubs. Maybe they're playing against Bob Does Sports using their current clubs and them using the thrift store clubs. Just a couple of different options, but I wanted to keep you updated on that. Next, moving into the Rick Shields podcast that was posted this morning on YouTube and last night on Spotify. Oh my goodness, this is where things just start getting wild. There's about 20 different things we need to cover in here. We're going to play through two main clips. The first one is about the YouTube Golf Masters. What Rick had basically announced last week, that there's going to be this massive, following his 2019 kind of YouTube golf get together, the biggest YouTube golf tournament ever. He talks about it in this clip. I'm going to stop saying what he says. Let's just watch together and we'll react.
Good chats. We've started to draft out the format. Multiple days, crowds, lots of creators. We want to make the most watched online golf tournament ever.
Yeah. Would you like to get someone like a Bryson there, who technically is a YouTube golfer?
Why not?
Invite him now on that lens.
Well, I've got a unique way of. I don't think I need to invite.
Go on.
I've got a unique way of doing it. I don't want to say it just yet.
All right.
But I think fans. Well, I'll say it. I think we're gonna get to a point where I want fans to vote who gets the invites.
All right, YouTube Golf Masters. Now, we knew that this was going to be a tournament hosted by Rick Shields with all the biggest creators in the YouTube platform. He talked about already having talked to Good and Bob Does Sports, but now hearing these kind of updates. Number one, it's going to be a live in-person event with spectators. That is a huge step for YouTube Golf. Let me just say that first of all, because having it just be broadcasted online, just be kind of like another YouTube video, it doesn't take it outside the YouTube world. But having a live event with massive crowds where people outside of just the YouTube golf sphere could see how, the numbies, what we're pulling, not only the views that are going to come online, but the actual asses and seats that's going to come from hosting this tournament. That's going to have fans coming out from all over the UK, with Rick announcing that it's going to be hosted in the UK, coming out to cheer on all of their favorite golfers and really see a lot of golfers, not only they've never seen because they're on YouTube, but also these American-based channels that, maybe they're not as familiar with, and come out and watch them. Very Ryder Cup-esque format. Maybe he does 1 year in the UK, 1 year in the States, and you have that kind of back and forth. He talked about finalizing the format, multiple day tournament, whether it's going to be a straight up stroke play, handicap stroke play event, or if it's going to be more Ryder Cup-esque with different types of challenges. It's just, there's so much to be excited about here, and as these things firm up and as these details start to come out, I'm also going to keep you updated, but it just gives us more and more hype. Very interesting to also hear him say that he'd be welcoming Bryson DeChambeau. He has a YouTube channel, pro golfer, he could come and play in it. This is something that's very interesting. Rick starts to hint about how he's going to be selecting YouTubers, because this is also a big question we all had, is who's going to get the invites, who's not. Talks about having a fan submission type thing, which is interesting. I don't really know how that would work, because it's obviously just going to be a popularity contest either way. There are the heavy hitters in this YouTube golf world. There are the channels with the big view counts and the big this and the big that are obviously going to be there. Grant, Micah, Good, Bob Does Sports. Would be silly to not have them, but then how's he going to sign up? I'm assuming they want more than just 10 to 12 channels there. So how are they going to sign up more individuals to compete? I think it's going to be, some sort of fan submission thing. So I don't know, maybe Mafia, we can rally together. I know personally, I want to put out my application right away to commentate and or do behind the scenes stuff. I don't think I would play, I guess, if I was asked to. There's not much point. I'm going to get wrecked by all of these other YouTube golfers, but I think it would be interesting to just be there in some capacity. So we're definitely going to be lobbying for that. But to hear the selection process, to hear a bit more details about how he's going to be making this thing happen, it just gets more and more exciting. But now we move on to the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm going to try to give some context to something that Rick kind of couldn't give context to. Rick's talking about the fact that, as it says in the title, he's going to the Masters. He's going to be there for all 4 days. He announced that he's going to be there for the par 3 tournament on Wednesday, followed by all 4 days of the actual tournament. Obviously, when most people get to go to the Masters, they usually just get to go to a practice round Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Getting tickets to the actual event, especially Sunday, that's a tough thing to do. So that was his announcement. But very similar to what we said in our recent video where we talked about and predicted the fact that he was going to be going to the Masters, but I mean, also, I felt like it was pretty obvious. Anyways, we talked about the fact that we don't think that's it. That I don't think he's just going to be going to the Masters. Let's let him, let's go through.
I'm just excited to be there. Excited to be around. Excited to see the golf course. And kind of see what happens. Can't say anything publicly, but just see what happens. Just if anything happens, might be taking my clubs.
All right, okay. So the trip over there,
just so I feel part of it.
Yeah.
Might be taking my golf shoes and a few golf balls and a few tees.
you might get around a golf wire over there. Surely, if you're going away for a week.
I think I'll probably get around the golfing. Definitely.
Well, I might play the Marriott while I'm here as well. So
yeah, I might get around the golfing.
yeah, cool.
We'll see what happens there.
Why have you gone all weird, Ray? Why are you speaking weirdly?
Just because I just might get around the golfing when I'm there.
That's all I'm going to say on the matter.
While I'm there.
Going to Augusta, Georgia. Gonna be at the Masters for every single day. Bringing his golf clubs. Golf tees, golf shoes, golf shirt, golf balls. Might be getting around to golfing. Probably definitely getting a round of golfing. But not saying exactly what. Rick, let me help you out here, bud. I obviously, banner. This is speculation. Just the banner of this. I'm going to say something that probably he can't say. Well, that I assumingly don't think he can say, and that, of course, I am speculating upon. But Rick is playing golf at the Augusta. He's playing golf at the Masters. He's going to play golf at Augusta National. If you listen to this and you don't think that's what he's inferring, you're nuts. Like, I will be so gobsmacked, mind blown if there isn't a Rick Shields Break 75 video. This little clip here has just teased the ever-living heck out of it. It has titillated my tentacles and made me so chomping at the bit to watch this guy break 75 at Augusta. Now, I got lots of comments from people who used to work at Augusta National, who caddied there, who did all these things, and said that the likelihood of him being able to go and actually film all the holes and play the whole course is extremely low. So, maybe it's not him actually playing the horse. But you know what? This is all about, I'm putting it out on a limb here. I think he's playing the whole course. Why else would he be talking? You wouldn't say a round of golf. Maybe a couple holes, he would say. He said, I'm going to be playing a round of golf. Very likely going to be playing a round of golf. I'm going to bring my golf clubs. I think this is something he can announce yet for stipulations, obviously, about like the most like sacred place in golf. They probably have so many rules about him doing this. I don't think Dude Perfect teased at all their All Sports Golf Challenge until it just dropped on YouTube. So I'm assuming there's lots of stipulations around what he can and can't say. But to me, the inference here is that Rick Shields is going to be playing a Break 75 episode at Augusta National, which would be the biggest thing the internet's ever seen, like I said in my last video, and I think this is just further confirming it. So yeah, I said it. That's my guess. That's my speculation. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll own up to it, but that's really what I think. Anyways, that's all the news. There's so much going on in the YouTube golf world. It's amazing, and I'm going to keep covering for you. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.